Welcome back to Shine My Crown. Today, we are looking past the flashing lights to talk about something deeply rooted in the industry: the hidden emotional, creative, and professional labor that Black women carry just to occupy space in entertainment. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and like this video to join our community. Your support helps us keep telling these vital stories. Black women aren't just starring in or running Hollywood. They are actively carrying the exhausting structural labor of rewriting an entire industry's rules from the inside out. Today, we're looking at three powerhouses: Shonda Rhimes, Viola Davis, and Issa Rae. While the world celebrates their historic success, few talk about the immense emotional tax they pay to dismantle monolithic stereotypes, fight for basic parity, and build the pipelines that Hollywood stubbornly refused to create itself. This conversation kicked off because these women had to build their own doors just to walk through them. Shonda Rhimes shattered television history by securing an entire primetime programming block on ABC, completely redefining the representation of Black women through complex, powerful, and deeply human protagonists like Olivia Pope and Annalise Keating. Viola Davis became the first Black woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, declaring that the only thing separating women of color from anyone else is opportunity. Issa Rae bypassed mainstream gatekeepers entirely, launching the misadventures of awkward Black girl on YouTube because Hollywood rejected her authentic, relatable stories. Therefore, the immediate response from audiences and critics was massive. These women proved that narratives centering multidimensional Black women are globally viable and commercially dominant. But notice the shift. They didn't just get a seat at the table, they transformed the table. They forced an industry that historically confined Black women to narrow secondary stereotypes, like the caregiver or the comic relief, to finally recognize them as brilliant, flawed, and commanding leaders. But here is the twist. Success doesn't exempt you from the labor. It often complicates it. Take Shonda Rhimes' use of blindcasting, the practice of not writing race into the script. While it successfully pushed back against the assumption that lead characters must be white, scholars note a structural blind spot. It created a colorblind, post-race fantasy. By avoiding systemic inequality in the text, characters of color were forced into respectability politics. To succeed in a race-neutral workplace, they had to be the twice as good achievers, rather than subverting the industry's power dynamics. Rhimes herself later admitted that her legacy of proving a Black showrunner could write non-white characters made her embarrassed for television because progress was so agonizingly slow. The stakes get even higher when we look at the financial and emotional toll. Viola Davis has been fiercely vocal about the severe race and gender pay gaps, noting that Black women often make just a tenth of what white actresses earn for similar work. Despite achieving the rare EGOT status, Davis reveals she still has to hustle for roles that her white peers are handed, famously comparing the smaller, lesser-funded projects offered to people of color to being served leftovers instead of the filet mignon given to others. On top of that, Black women face the heart-wrenching hurdles of systemic colorism and rigid beauty standards within the executive rooms. "You cannot win an Emmy for roles that are simply not there," she once said. This brings us to the ultimate breaking point. Why is the responsibility of correcting Hollywood's systemic failures falling squarely on the shoulders of Black women? When Issa Rae created Insecure, she faced intense pressure to cater her show to the white gaze. To combat this, she and her team intentionally turned her hit show into an incubator, a pipeline for Black writers, directors, and PAs who were otherwise shut out of decision-making positions. They had to learn on the job and protect each other in a cutthroat industry. But here is the critical question. Why must Black women build the entire infrastructure, mentor the next generation, and carry the emotional weight of an industry's evolution just to receive basic parity? Shonda, Viola, and Issa prove that Black women are no longer asking for permission. They are taking control through their own production companies and creating their own spaces. How can Hollywood claim to be progressive when it still requires Black women to work twice as hard for half the pay and carry the hidden labor of its own transformation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest stories and updates. Until next time, keep shining your crown. Thanks for watching.